so I don't accidentally talk mute. Alright, we are a couple minutes late, so I am going to start the stream. 3, 2, 1. Hello, folks. Welcome. We got some sweaty Doms games for you tonight. I'm joined with RTK Subutai. We're going to be playing a best of 5 on the beta patch. Say hi, Subutai.
What up? It's time to get down and dirty.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Quick disclaimer, there's a storm raging outside my house, so if I disappear, it's probably because my power went out. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but will remain to be seen. Alright, Subutai, I'm sending you the maps I was planning on playing.
Sounds good.
You want...
So are we just gonna do pick 3 ban 1?
Yeah, I was gonna do a normal pick 3 band 1 tournament style best of 5. You want to pick
Okay.
first, or you want me to?
You can go first.
Alright. Let's go. I'll type this in our DM so you can see it.
Sounds good.
So I'm going Greenskins, Kislev, Zinch, Ban, Ogres.
Okay.
Welcome, Sergeant Machete. If we have some time, we might test some things, but tonight was mostly focused on just playing some sweaty games. I know Subutai's time is limited, so we'll see what time allows for.
Kislev, no ban.
Kislev, no ban? Alright, let's go Greenskins. Alright.
Nice. I wanted to see this matchup post DLC.
Me too, because this was a pretty hard counter to Kislev on the live patch, and I haven't played myself on this patch, but I assume it's probably better for Kislev. Things in the woods are kind of scary.
Could be closer to even now, yeah.
Yeah, but that's all the insight I'm giving you. Now I'm gonna drop out of the call and go talk to Chad about my build, so see you on the other side.
Yep.
Alright, so what I've seen of Kislev on this patch is lots and lots of armored infantry backed up by things in the woods and the Akinshas ambushers. It's a pretty nutty combo to deal with, so we're going to need lots of armor piercing. Those are not good spells here. This spell and probably Gaze of Mork is just fine, honestly. Bonewood Staff, Spleen Ripper, Effigy. Yeah, so our infantry is going to be useless because it's not AP, so they're really just chaff to take shots. We want our infantry to be nice and cheap. Back it up with our actual armor-piercing Squig Herds. Maybe some archers. I know Subutai's been favoring Great Weapon Zargard, which are a pretty big problem. They didn't nerf Warsag, not to my knowledge. Bonewood Staff still has the same buffs, so I don't think they nerfed Warzag, but I'm not 100% sure. Monster Infantry seem a little suspect, given the Akinja ambushers and just all the shooting on Kislev in general. I might bring a couple of arrow boys to help. The things in the woods, I don't think they're super heavily armored. Things in the woods, yeah, they have 30 armor, so a couple of maybe Night Goblin archers. Nah, he'll probably, yeah, he won't have enough range to really threaten my archer line. So we'll bring a couple of Orc arrow boys. And then what else can we bring for that much gold? Oh, Fanatics. Yeah, we'll be needing some Fanatics. How to make this spend a little bit better? Hope you get some more Fanatics. Another Fanatic, and then we can just summon out an Orc Boy pretty easily. Some more Orc Boys. We want all the Squig Hoppers. We want Manti-Large Cav, and then just some basic normal Cav. And really, our goal is just to win the mobility game here. Kislev's cavalry isn't very good against other cavalry. Specifically, when mine is armor piercing, his isn't. So, where's the one I like? There's the one I like. So we should win the cavalry game pretty heavily, and then we just have to use that to our advantage to actually grind down his infantry with just rear charging and surrounding the squigs and overwhelming them with numbers. With the Terror Source, Terror isn't all that useful against Kislev. Their passive makes it kind of annoying to pull off. What else can we squeak in for this last little bit of gold? More Fanatics definitely doesn't hurt all the armor, but this map's a little hilly, so sometimes the Fanatics just disappear. Maybe get a nasty Skulker or two. Not a terrible idea. Honestly, I think just more Bacon Cav is probably the way to go. We could grab Broken Tusk Mobs. If he brings anything super elite, maybe we could deal with them that way. How can we squeak out a little bit more money here? Drop one of you. Oh, I don't have Morgan's Major Marauders. That's like essential. We need you. And we need one of you. And that build looks fine to me. Because of the actual magic is scary? Yeah, it is. We don't miss your thesis deadline tomorrow watching this. Go do your homework. Get your stuff done. Fanatics? Yeah, Fanatics are really good against armored infantry. The spinning loons have very, very high AP values, good damage, but they are a little unwieldy, so on a hilly map like this, it's a bit risky. New icon for Poor Beacons? I don't think so. I think it's the same one. Pretty sure it's the same one. Upset? Upset about what? Let's see the Oops All Spiders builds. Not against a faction that's going to be spamming armor at me. Spiders do not have a lot of armor piercing. Alright. Hey, Tinkerbell. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, what I've seen from Kislev a lot on this patch is Armored Kossars, Zargard, backed, and then you reinforce with Akinsha, Ambushers, and things in the woods. And then some Wing Lancers. Wing Lancers are still solid. So we're going to need to have a large amount of armor piercing, which we do in our mobility. But our infantry, no infantry we have is really going to trade very well into Armored Kossars or Zargard, so our infantry can be just cheap as we like. They're really just there to bog them down and absorb missile fire. And they're pretty good at that job. Now, one thing that might be a bit of a problem for us on this map is that this objective is so close to the white line. But we'll just have to deal with that and see what we can manage in spite of that. Alright, let's get some of you guys creeping around the edges. I lost track of which one of you is which. Whereas I could chill in the back. Archers probably want to stay towards the center because the left side has so much tree cover to actually get use out of them. And we are ready. Alright. You upset? That's okay. Look, when we face a faction that isn't just going to spam armor at me, then maybe you can try some spiders. But against Kislev, it's just not a good idea. And we are here to sweat tonight. I'm trying to figure out like what the meta is going to look like, see what feels good, and yeah, try to give you guys an idea of what to expect in this next patch. So yeah, Armored Kossars, Basic Kossars, Patriarch with healing, What's he healing with this? Interesting. And a Death Frost caster. What's the range on Death Frost? It's 100 meters unless it's overcast, right? Yeah, so Wurzag needs to be a little scarce. He can just chill in the corner. What are we summoning first? Summoning out some more Orc Boys. Remind me after this game I need to fix my camera settings, because I have my camera panning really slowly for when I'm recording, but when I'm playing I need to move my camera a lot faster. It's like, this is not fast enough. I need to be able to spin my camera really quickly. Okay, so yeah, he has a lot of Armored Kossars and Basic Kossars, but honestly that should buckle pretty quickly under a Squig Assault to the front. So that's going to be our plan, generally speaking. Don't need to select you. Keep moving up, keep moving up. Do what we can. Move on the side. Yeah, we do vastly outnumber him, and we're going to vastly outnumber him for most of the game. Are these shielded? Yeah, they're shielded. That's super worth shooting. The Patriarchs are confusing me. What's he healing? Also, wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, that's all of his units. That's also an Ice Guard Glaive. That's not a armored or a Kossar. Very good to notice. That is probably our best target for archers if we can get them there, or we can get some Night Goblins in along the back. But also, we don't need to engage on him until he starts pressuring Objective 2. Because if he doesn't pressure Objective 2, then obviously we're just going to hold 2 objectives and win the game. There, that's what he's healing. I was waiting for that. Yeah. Big Pterosaurus, Anti-Large, Mortis Engine. That's going to be a big thorn on our side, and with all the healing he has, we're not likely to kill it. We're just going to need to bog it down in Goblins or something and waste its time. Although, we do have the Morgan's Major Broadest, which will put a lot of hurt on it. We're not summoning them just yet, despite being such a good unit. We really don't want them out early because there's so much shooting on the Kislev side. I really don't want to wait too much longer for the engagement, because all we're summoning now is mobility, which doesn't do well in a pitched fight. We want the fight to start, but we also need him to come out of his spawn zone to make that happen. And we're just going to back up and give him space, because we want him to come as far away from his reinforcement zone so we have room to flank him. Where's that? Can move up? And yeah, now his lines are a little bit deformed. We can move up, move up. You guys can pop out. You'll probably kill those basic costers in melee on your own. And yeah, his formations are a little bit disorganized, so we can come out of these woods and start doing damage. Give me another Squig Herd. Yeah, you guys can just chill out for the moment. Gobos, just get right into the front. Get stuck in nice and good. There we go. We got some really nice, not Nasty Skulker, whatever those are called. Fanatic damage. Yeah, that. My archers can trade with their archers. Get the Squigs in the front line. Doing fine. Get in there. Warzag needs to pop some buffs on somebody. So we get our passives going. Get our Squigs in there. Get you in the back. Squigs, Squigs, Squigs. Alright, now start bringing out some Bacon Cav. And they can really start being our big hitting power. You can come over here and fight on this objective. Warzag. Throw this at the Incarnate. Where are those Ice Guard? I lost track of them. Oh, they're way in the back there. We're not getting on them just this moment. Okay, don't charge these guys headlong into spears. If we can help it. Go ahead and wah. Our archers can be on guard mode. They don't actually need to be pushing up on their own without orders. Okay, Warzag, come over here. You need to be further away from the Death Frost caster, because she exists purely to snipe you, and we're not about that life. Come on, Fanatics. Let me do the Fanatic thing. I've also completely forgotten all of my Fanatics, which is not good. Let me select the... Okay, cool, we're not. We just don't get to. That's awesome. Thanks, game. One thing I have noticed that's very frustrating is every time I open up the summon tab, like when I switch between a Vanguard and a normal one, it resets back to the starting position, and I don't like it. It's very, very irritating. Alright, you guys start shooting lightly armored targets. You guys, that unit is dead. Walk past it. Alright, we need some Bacon Cav up here to help kill the regular Cav. Get you guys walking away. That was a very fast wah, jeez. But yeah, we don't want to be fighting that single entity blob on the left, so we really just need to push past onto his objective. Pop that. Morgrubs still feels not super necessary right now. I'd really love to have more Cav out first. We need to make sure... Oh, those are Fanatics. No, we need them out. Okay, the Ice Guard Glaives are going down pretty quickly. That's good. Right, just get me some more cavalry out. Even our basic Cav does very well into his, just based on armor piercing values, so fine with that. And we are starting to take objective number 1, which is what we wanted. Fanatics can just start spinning into the Cav, do whatever damage you can. Durkit Swigs are doing a good job there. They're killing my archers, and that's honestly not the end of the world. Get one of you back on there. Desummon you, because we want to be resummoning those as fast as possible. Go ahead and throw this at the Incarnate. We might get some of our anti-large cap out here before too long and start trying to pressure objective number 2. Also get these guys back over here, get these on the objective. Yeah, we're doing pretty well at taking objective number 1. His single entity blob is scary, but it feels like the only real threat he has. Are those guys mounted? They are not mounted. Okay, good to know. Durkit Swigs will continue to chew up armored Kossars all day long. Turn and fire on the Incarnate Elemental. You're probably our best bet against it. Get you moving up here. Apologize if you hear a lot of white noise right now. That's the garage door opening. I think somebody just got home. Bring you guys over here and fight them off of the objective. His single entity squad is off of the objective, which is perfect for us. That's exactly where we want them to be. Which means now we can take the objective and really hold them off. This is the big weakness of those big single entity blob fights, is that they can't hold objectives. Like we're doing right now, we're just punishing them super, super hard for not being on it. And we need more Space Marauders out. There's a lot of big things that can be shot, so we want to get those in position to start doing that and putting pressure on that single entity squad, as well as these archers can come back as well. But really, as long as he's not fighting on the objectives, we're fine. If he's shooting after Wurzag or after our archers, any of those outcomes are totally fine with me. Yeah, this matchup still feels like it's pretty darn good for Greenskins. Yeah, we're massively outvaluing him, which is good. We're going to send this Twig, the Fanatics, right into his unit at the cost of ours, which is fine. It's a very Greenskin thing to do, just sacrifice our own unit to kill his. And we're totally fine with that. Get some more boys out, because we are starting to wear down our infantry reserves. Warzek needs to keep running, because his squad is just trying to kill him. And that's that, yeah. Greenskin still feels like a pretty good matchup into Kislev. Obviously, like, it's probably the first time I think Subotai was saying it's the first time we've played this matchup, so it's like obviously the built-in super refined, but at first glance, this feels really good. Welcome back.
Yo yo, yeah, the map. I mean, I don't know if the matchup paradigm is shifted enough even with the new units. Although
Mm-hmm.
I think perform well. Obviously, I think the map, this specific map, is pretty rough though to try to execute.
I
It wants to
think
do.
the frontline fight still really favors the Greenskins. The Squigs are just a huge problem,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then my Cav
Sure.
still destroys yours. So
Yeah, oh, you brought the Savage Orc boys. Interesting.
yeah, they're cheap. They're armor piercing. Like I don't feel threatened by your Cav enough to need the anti-large, so I
No,
just
no, I
went for the
know.
cheaper ones.
No, no, that's fine. I'm just wondering why you don't bring the shielded normal Orc boys.
Fizz resist.
But yeah, I think on a like a 2 point map, like adjacent, no cover,
Mm-hmm.
there'd be more play. I don't know
Okay.
if it's I don't know if it's I think at best maybe it could be even. I think the specifically if there's like a center point that you have to contest, fight over, and then like you have a more safe objective, I think the incarnate is could be really good with the patriarchs. But
So on a map like Glade of the Everqueen, where it's like there's one objective and the center of the others
yeah,
are kind of near spawn.
right.
Yeah, where you
To
can
get
really force that single anti fight. The single anti fight definitely seems really strong for Kislev.
Yes, yeah. If I can leverage that, I think there's a win condition. So, but I think generally it's still even then it would be pretty difficult because I think overall your one of summons are gonna be beating my one of summons. So like
Yeah.
if I don't have like a really strong first engagement and generate a lot of shooting value, which definitely didn't happen there,
Yeah.
it's pretty bad. Good to test. All right. Okay, I'll pick 3 ban one.
Yep. And what's the map on that? Oh yeah, we're doing the new one, which is spawning pools for Lizardmen. Or Lizardmen themed anyway. Alright, I'm gonna
Oh yeah.
mute and talk to chat a bit. Ah, yes, thank you, chat. I need to fix my camera settings. I will be right back. Ooh. Apologies if this makes some of you dizzy, but I spin my camera very fast when I'm playing. Alright. Hit me with the picks, but
Yep. Yep.
right.
Mm,
What do you think about Turin? How good would it be if he has his hands problem? He's a strong player. Um,
what do I want?
I think the thing that really holds Turin back is that he wants to try. He likes playing off meta stuff and really trying to make niche units work, and doesn't just commit to what he knows is good. Like he plays, you know, suboptimal stuff because he wants to see it work. But he still does pretty successful with he can be pretty successful with those off meta builds and does find some neat stuff. So like even with those, he still punches up pretty well. So he's definitely a strong player. Spare sec, yeah. Yep. 20 stacks as soon as the line battle. I like my 20 stacks.
Ban. Need a ban.
Hmm. Mother Stanka wants to have a word with me. Mother Stanka tried. Isn't Houseplant in my clan? I don't know. Is Houseplant in my clan? Alright. Cathay counts Zinch and Kislev.
No, that's Greenskins.
Greenskins counts Zinch and
Actually, you know what? Because you said it, and since I banned Kislev, I will go with Cathay actually. Sure, fuck it.
okay, so Cathay counts Zinch?
Yeah, just because that's what you want, so you know.
No, it's just I misread, dude. I have Discord on my other monitor. I'm not wearing my
Fuck
glasses. I
whatever.
genuinely just saw a G, and I assumed you picked the new one.
Yeah, I'll do that. You were looking out for me. I think it's better to if I'm banning right, because like as we just saw, like Greenskins
Mhm.
at least has like the counter potential to Kislev, so if I'm banning it, it doesn't make sense to put up Greenskin. Well, I mean, I guess I could still technically put it up and then not play it.
Hmm. They counts Zinch.
I don't. How much Cathay have you played this patch? So it's actually so much more fun now.
I played one game in Dom. I played a couple of land
Okay.
battles. Land battles didn't feel all that different.
Hmm. Yeah, I
But
think
I
in
played one Dom
Dom
game.
they'll feel a lot better.
Yeah, I'm optimistic. Let's see. Let's go Skaven. Ban. Mm, Skaven no ban.
Skaven no ban. Okay.
I know you love playing against Skaven, don't you?
Oh, so well, this I don't know if this will change, and you can change your decision if you want. So I don't know if you were included in this discussion, but basically, power grab has like been stated by CA to be explicitly bugged,
Okay.
and a lot of like myself turn like I think a lot of hosts are gonna move to banning power grab. Um,
Interesting. I was not
just
part
because
of this
it's
discussion.
right. So yeah, not to sidebar us too much, but it's just important because if we want to get practice, in my opinion, I think most people will be on board banning it
Okay.
because it is explicitly bugged and it's gonna be changed, and it's just like we might as well just start playing under the conditions that will be happening soon. So
All right.
are you good with that?
Let's play Beastman then.
Okay.
Beastman. Do we want to
So
ban? Hmm. Yeah,
you
Beastman ban
just
counts.
excuse me, yeah, sure. The good old from the Toy Story. I don't want to play with you anymore.
Yep,
And he
exactly.
drops Skaven into the trash.
Yep. Power Grab's the
I
only
love
thing
it.
holding them afloat, my friend.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So Beastman, interesting. Okay. This has always been, I guess, kind of an interesting matchup with
Are you
Zinch.
playing Cathay or are you playing Zinch?
Yeah, that's the question.
Okay, you have okay. You not want to rub Zangors on each other's Zangors?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so if you want to repair Power Grab, um, basically it gave +8 leadership to the entire Skaven army when the Lord was dead or routed. That was what the tool card said. But if Skaven would desummon their Lord at the beginning of the fight, it would just be active the whole time. So you get +8 leadership to their whole army, and you just desummon like 350 gold Naked Grey Seer. Basically, you're paying 175 gold for +8 leadership for your entire army, which is extremely strong. But yeah, that being banned will cripple Skaven. Skaven will not be very useful and competitive without that.
Interesting one. Look at. I heard you like Zongor, so we added Zongors to your.
Yes, Zongors on Zongors on Zongors. Question is, who has better support for Zongors, Minotaurs or yeah, horrors, screamers?
you know. Yeah, I think I will try Zinch.
All right,
They, yeah.
is that your final offer? Final decision?
Yep.
All right. Good luck and fun. I will see you after.
Okay.
All right, Zinch. Probably a little easier than Cathay on this map. This map is probably a pretty good Cathay map. What do we want? We want. So what's he gonna have? He's gonna have Zongors. He's gonna have probably some amount of horrors. Maybe some Chaos Warriors. Maybe not. He's gonna have like Screamers and monsters to support. So Minotaurs are a must here. That's our best answer to the armored infantry. I think we want our Zangors to be in reinforcement, as they're a really nice reinforcing piece. IMO. Actually, maybe we'll split it a little bit. But we want some Minotaurs in a starter. We want Morgar. Probably want Morgar. He's the only one that's going to survive. Like, if he tries to blue fire me, Morgar's just really, really durable against that. The summons are nice against any horrors. Yeah, so we'll take Morgar. We'll take a Bray Shaman of... Here's the thing. Usually you just take Traderkin as Beastman, but I don't think there's going to be a huge amount of single entities that are going to be very killable, as well as the fact that we want to be charging up the Arcane Charge ability on our Zongors. So I kind of want to take something to be a little spammier. So I'm thinking we take Lore of Beasts and just spam Flock of Doom and or Amber Spear. So I think that's going to be the play. Take him on a Chariot. We want some amount of Minotaurs. We want the Butchers. They are shielded. They are super tanky, but they're weak to fire. I think the shields outweigh, like the benefits outweigh the risks there. An anti-large one in case he has spawn. I think he's going to have mostly infantry to start with. I think we will start with another infantry anti-infantry Mino. And then another Zongor, and that doesn't quite work out the spend. Drop a couple of U to the reserve and get a bunch of Ungor herds. Something for 100 gold. Those aren't that good. That's okay. We'll take that. Reinforcements. Razor Gore is going to be really nice against any kind of Chaos Knight presence. Take a Manticore for terror. Centaurs are going to be good against Taurs, as well as just general mobility. So we probably only want 2 of those, though, because it's kind of a tight map. Throwing Axes. Ungor Raider. What do we need throwing axes for? I don't really need throwing axes here. Ungor Raiders are solid. We will take those. Oh wait, yeah, just the 5 Zangors. Zangors are bugged. They don't have a unit cap. So the general understanding is that it'll just be 5 of, like most other infantry units of that price point. What else do we want? Current Elemental feels a little sus against pink horror, like blue and pink horror shooting. I feel like we just want some more Minos, honestly. Another anti-infantry Mino and maybe an anti-large one. That feels like a solid build to me. Is there anything we're desperately missing? We're a little light on infantry. I mean, more infantry than Beastmen usually have with the Zongors. Yeah, let's go with that one. Alright, I think we're good to go. I think this is what we want. Alright, what do you guys do in chat? How reliant scale we're on power grab to be competitive? Very. Grace saving on the Screaming Bell, the Unholy Clarimer helps some. Yeah, that'll probably be the go-to, is the Screaming Bell. Screaming Bell is very, very good. Yeah. Do you think this can change how you build Skaven, or is it mostly the same but worse? It likely will change how you build Skaven, because you're not going to be able to take heads-up melee engagements anymore. The way Skaven currently play with power grab is that they just have large amounts of chaff, just light, cheap infantry, and it trades up in value because it has more stats than it ought to because of the power grab. That whole Vermintide style is likely to not be as viable. So I expect we will be going back towards either some kind of monster mash, which I don't expect. I think it'll be more into weapons teams of some sort. Probably going to be things like Death Globes and Jezzails. The problem is that that kind of style is very vulnerable to a number of things. It's vulnerable to just well-executed rush. It's vulnerable to single entity blobs from the other side. It's vulnerable to heavy cav. There's large amounts of cav. So without that the Vermintide style being vulnerable, which I really like, the Vermintide style, it's a lot of fun to play. It's very lore friendly. Like it's the exact Skaven like fantasy. That style being viable, I don't think Skaven have many legs to stand on. Yeah. Get the chariot. I got the chariot on my caster, so I suppose you mean. Butch got blue horse with fire. Yeah, but they still have silver shields. So the fire damage isn't going to be as bad. And they're just very, very well statted and can grind against the front line as well as Chaos Knights pretty well. We'll see if they fix the bugs you find to release and balance some units. I don't know if it'll happen by the time it's released. They are taking feedback from all the content creators. I don't know when any of that feedback will be implemented. If and or when. But they did provide us a resource, like an avenue to give feedback. But I doubt the bugs we fix necessarily in time for launch. Because launch is what, like a few days away? It's what, the 31st? So it's like a week from tomorrow, I think. Alright, how do we want to do this? Yeah, I found that the right side is very, very valuable, so we're probably going to commit more heavily over there. Obviously, there's 2 objectives over there, and because we are relying more on our large units in our Minotaurs, we are advantaged fighting in the water. But that doesn't mean we're going to abandon the left side. Oh, Subutai, you're already on me without saying anything. What a scumbag. Yeah, we're going to advance on this side. Fighting the edge kind of sucks for us, but not the end of the world. What does he have? He has... Oh, a Mutilith. I didn't even think about that. That's a pain. Spears, Ores, Kairos, Blue Fire, and Regrowth. Okay. And cast were Halberds and Marauders of Siege. Okay, so I'm going to get some archers out. How much armor does the Mutilith have? It does a ton, yeah? It's like big armor. Okay, it's 70 armor. So Ungor Raiders will do good work against it. He doesn't have pink fire to get rid of Mutilith. Okay, my camera settings are a little too high now. The Butchers can actually do a lot to stop it. But honestly, what I want to do right now is... I want to go spam spells to try and stack up our Zangor's melee attack ability, or melee damage ability. But it's just going to be eaten by barriers. So it's not really worth it. And he's going to come blue fire my caster, so I need to run away. Morgar needs to be in the center, not on the left side. That was a mistake. Get us out these archers. And yeah, we're positioned to threaten the center, but I don't really want to commit there very heavily. I want to commit on the right side, which means I want in these trees to threaten to push up and try to block his rotations. He's got the Mutilith Warbeast right there in the center, ready to rotate to either side, which is smart from him. But I think we can manage that, to be honest. Kairos, go away. Go away! I didn't invite you. But honestly, the thing is, if we push both sides, he's kind of weak in the fact that the Mutilith Warbeast is his like big killing power for this army. So if we just split up and have Minotaurs on both sides, he can't deal with both of them. So if we can just get him to commit his Mutilith Warbeast to one side or the other, we'll be just fine. I think we're going to bait and engage on the right for exactly that purpose. Stop it. I know you too well, Subtai. I know you're just going to try and snipe my caster. It's very rude. I don't like it. But if we bring out an anti-infantry miner here on the left side, we can bait him on the right. He's committing that way, and then engage in the center and use these guys to block the path in through the middle, the rotate. Block the rotate so he can't get back to this left side. So we're going to summon Minotaurs here on the left and then keep reinforcing Zangors. They're trying to help us win that point. All the while, we're going to bait an engagement on this right side. If Mutilith comes to the middle, we can just win this fight. I think. Like, we can just pop out of the woods here and win the fight. Like, this center passageway is very, very relevant. Morgar, move up. Archers, move up. Where's my caster? Caster's over here. He's going to keep blue firing my caster, and it's very rude. Yeah, if he moves his Mutilith over here, we're going to pop out of these woods and make sure it can't get back. But I'm perfectly happy to just leave this objective on the right. Although, I should probably cap my own frickin' objective. It's a very important step, I find. Okay, but I'm happy to take this fight on the left. I'm going to start summoning Zangors when I can. Archers as well. The spears aren't terribly durable against that. And we can start casting Flock of Doom for some damage there. And now we can bail. On the right side, we can just bail. And you guys can pop out. You can come here. You can come here. Yeah, we're going to take a little bit of damage on Zangors on the other side. But it's fine. These guys are faster than the spears. Yeah. Zangors will catch them. Morgar will catch them. Go ahead and do a spawn summon there. You, again, just interrupt their rotations. We don't want them catching us. You get over here on these spears, kill them off. Actually, maybe walk you around the spears. How are things going on the right side? Okay, he's trying to catch us. He's not doing a great job. Our Zangors honestly win against a lot of his infantry. But now we can run these Minotaurs elsewhere. Minotaurs can run right up the center. Some more Zangors on the left. And then we can rotate back to the right when we have a useful unit to summon over there. Alright, he's killing my caster. My caster's not that expensive, so it's not the end of the world for me. Those are halberds. Those are halberds. Minotaurs leave. Butchers are doing well, and those Zangors there, that's just fine. We're losing those Zangors to the Pink Warrior Fire. The Mutilith is trying to rotate back. Let the Butchers intercept it. On the right side, what do we need on the right side? Just anti-infantry? Yeah, so we get an anti-infantry mine over here, except we don't have any available. It's a little bit tricky. Kairos isn't that scary in melee at all. Alright, Butchers, come deal with the Mutilith. Get over here on this side. Right side, what are these? Are these just Zangors? Alright, send some piggies over here then. Send some piggies. Piggies will do just fine. Archers need to be shooting the halberds, not Kairos. Killing Kairos isn't really worth our time, whereas killing the other stuff is. Mutalith is fighting the Butchers, and that's not a fight that needs to be sustained. You guys can rotate actually back up here, use that as our anti-infantry Mino. Butchers need to run away. They're taking a lot of fire damage. That's not where we want to be. Yeah. Not at all where we want to be. Amber Spear this way. You run away. Morgar and these Minotaurs can also do pretty well into Kairos. They'll do just fine there. These Minotaurs will make sure we do win the right fight on the right and can rotate back towards the center. Yeah, okay, maybe the Fire Weak unit was a mistake. Maybe you guys were right. Alright, Minotaurs, go kill those spears. We're not busy over there anymore. Get some fire down on that Mutalith. Get these Zangors up here. I forgot about them and they've just been idling, and that's a big problem for me. One problem we do have here is that we are committed a little bit deep in the map, which is a touch unfortunate. Get you guys in the back here. And recharge those Zangors. You guys will kill those spears just fine. Give me another unit of Ungor Raiders up the center. Our caster died, and that's sad, but it's not the end of the world. Our Minotaurs are over there killing spears, and that's honestly not super worthwhile at the moment. We really need a flank to come in and crush all of these horrors, which honestly, if he just pushes past on my archers, I'm kind of okay with that. I'm kind of okay making the trade of my archers for his horrors, because his are just way better than mine. Get those horrors over there. You guys kill those over there. Butchers are coming back. Get him into that guy. Zangors just go push into this missile core. We're winning on the right side pretty heavily now, which means we will be able to take. Get the Zangors on the point up here. Nope. Minotaurs in the back. Zangors on the point. Razor Gores rotating around the other side. And give me some Centaurs out here as well. Get some Centaurs up through the middle here. You guys can push up. He's got horrors coming in, which honestly Zangors just sitting on the back of the point recovering their barriers will be just fine. You guys come over here and get in the back of these horrors. Get shooting. Monster Mash is going a little bit poorly for us, which is to be expected. We committed a lot less money to ours than he did. We're just really relying on infantry to actually cap the points. Centaurs, if these horrors are going to overextend, we're just going to kill them. That's perfectly fine by me. Honestly, if these guys want to fight, I'll let them fight. Push up. Push up, take that objective. I would very much like that objective. Getting our caster back on the field is somewhat of an appealing prospect. I wouldn't hate looking into that. What are you killing? You're just killing my Minos? That's fine. The Zangors and the Spears are actually going over there for a very, very long period of time. Just keep fighting. What else do we actually have? Yeah, so see my thing reset back here. Okay, let's get Mino Grey Weapon to try to deal with his monsters in the center. Although the archers being freed up will help with that as well. Yeah, you guys go into Mutalith. Centaurs get around the sides. We can start recharging, get in the side. You're doing fine there. You're doing fine there. We're taking. That's good. Yeah, put some pressure on that Mutalith. Kairos is a little annoying, but honestly not worth our time to try and shut down because he's just so tanky. Yeah, we'll try to get an anti-large Mino out here to try and actually wrest this point back from the Mutalith. And now we have our archers stacked, which is not good. Because now one unit can shut down both of them, which is not what we want. You in the back can be desummoned. We need more fresh Zangors out on the field, so horrors are dying. That's good. We could get our caster back. I don't feel like it's a whole lot for our caster to do. I mean, Flock of Doom is fine here, but I'd rather have an anti-large Mino to try and contain his monsters a bit. Archers, maybe don't bother with the Mutalith. We're not killing it in the near future. Just focus on the other things right now. Morgar is doing just fine. We don't need to worry about him. Zangors push up. If we have any fresh Zangors coming around, I'd love to have them over here on this right side. Doesn't look like any are available just yet. Where are you? Why are you idle? Turn around. Fire in here. If Kairos doesn't leave, we will just beat the shit out of him with Minotaurs. And that's just how life is going to be, and we're fine with that. That's just what his life is going to consist of. No problems there. But you guys push up here. We have the problem if we're deep and it keeps sending range units, so we have to go deeper and deeper. So we need to actually just pull out our strong units, like our units that are weak to shooting, and let the Zangors absorb fire. Desummon Ukes, we need you back in the summoning pool. We don't have any Zangors available. What do we summon here? I feel like we just need Ungors. Just need some bodies to try and saturate so our value units can actually do their thing. Centaurs get in there. Avoid the Mutalith. Give me some more Ungors. I know Grabbers are doing good work on Kairos. We're grinding here. We are controlling all three objectives, which is very, very good for us. And get you guys over here to try and kill those Zangors off. You guys are Infinite Rampage, which is annoying, but not the end of the world. Zangors are done, getting the side of those ones. Archers, honestly, just shoot the Mutalith. It's not worth shooting anything else. Actually, it is worth shooting Kairos. Kairos is stuck in Minotaurs. Can we move past him and actually try and lock him in place? Do we have any Centaurs that can help? We do have Centaurs that can help. Punishing Kairos would be quite the boon, but I don't think it's going to happen. Kairos is like notoriously slippery, so I don't foresee that working out, but we can dream, can't we? Getting the back of those ones will do more good, like breaking the leadership of the ones that are already in a fight. We might lose this right side, and that's fine. We only need to hold one objective at this point. So just bring out more infantry here on the main fight. Kill Kairos. Kill Kairos. He has overextended greatly, and now he will pay for his sins. Centaurs in the back of those Zangors. Yeah, he's regrowthing himself, which is honestly fine. Regrowthing him is less, like, it gives less effective HP than regrowthing the Mutalith, because it's harder to damage the Mutalith. And Kairos is more likely to crumble. Once our Zangors are ready, we're going to come bring them out on the right side, because at this point we only need to hold one objective, so it's worthwhile to just try and hold the one closest to our spawn. Kairos messed up. He got a little too greedy, and we have punished him pretty effectively for it. We can get some Minos out on the right side as well, as he's summoning a lot of infantry. They're halberds, but it's fine. Okay, Kairos is dead. Focus fire the Mutalith. Kairos is crumbling. We can hold there. Just turn everything on the Mutalith. And do your darndest. And look at all that Ungor Raider fire, just friendly firing our great weapon Minos. Friendly fire for everyone, my friends. I mean, what's playing Tzeentch for, if not for backstabbing your allies? Yeah, we are still holding on the right side. Taking a long time to grind through those Zangors, which is one of the reasons that they're just so stinking good. Yeah, and now the Mutalith is actually getting deleted. Doing really, really good work there. Bring some Zangors out. Like if we hold 3, then we win the game. Like, holding the other 2 is just bonus at this point. Alright, Mutalith is going down. Shattered. Bring our Ungor Raiders up to fight things they're actually fighting now. And Minotaur's up as well, but at this point I feel like we're in a pretty commanding position. Like, he has a long way to go get back on any objectives. Thing is, over here, you're not going to do any good where you are. Bring some more Ungors out. Try and hold that point as long as we can. The Raiders can start shooting those spears over there. They blob up. It's not the end of the world at this exact moment. Mutalith is indeed shattered, so we don't have to worry about it at all. That's good. Very, very good. And that's that. Alright. Yeah, going for the... I have never been impressed with Tzeentch Marauders. So I'm a little curious to hear why he did that. If I was playing this matchup, I'd probably just do a front line of Zangors backed by like blues and pinks. Especially on this map that's much more narrow. I'm kind of curious why he went for the Monster Mash. But I guess we can ask him. Let's get him back in here. Hey.
Yo.
So I'm kind of curious why you went for the Monster Mash.
Why? I mean, why I went for the Mutalith?
Yeah. Oh, geez. I guess it did do 3,100 value. Jeez.
That was like my one hope in the game.
Okay.
I think everything else on the Tzeentch roster is pretty bad.
I said I think like my go-to for Tzeentch these days is like Zangors backed up by pinks. I feel like that's pretty strong into a lot of things.
It's not super impressive to me.
Okay.
I think the pinks are pretty easy to munch on. The Tzeentch doesn't have a great way to deal with the Ungor Raiders.
Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Pink Fire?
Pink Fire can be good. That's true.
All right. What's our next map? Glade of the Everqueen is up next. You're lobby host because I left to fix my camera settings.
Okay. What, Glade you said?
Glade.
Okay.
All right. Let's go. I always forget what other factions are in this game.
Yeah, I think Mutalith Beast will be a key component to winning that matchup. The tricky thing is that you kind of get well, I guess you're not explicitly forced, but you kind of are to bring a caster that can heal. But I
As
agree, you do
Beastman
want pink. I agree,
or
you do want pink. Yes, as Zinch.
as Zinch. Hmm. Picks by they are Zinch, Kislev, Brett, Ben, Cathay. I think I'm not sure. I'm kind of curious to see how Razor Gore's trade into Chaos Knights, because if that's favorable for Zinch, then it kind of flips the matchup on its head, I feel, because then Zinch can actually win the mobility fight.
Mm.
I feel like the mobility fight is really important in that game, because they both have backlines that they really want to protect. The Ungor Raiders or pink or blue horrors are both very, very valuable. I feel like whoever controls that has a massive
Wait,
leg
what?
up.
Wait, what are you saying about the mobility?
I think mobility is very important because both sides has missile units they want to protect. I think the monster fight is decided by whose missiles stay alive. And if Zinch can compete in the mobility fight, which I suspect they
How are they
can.
gonna compete with Chaos Knights? I don't think so. Don't they just get dumpstered by like when the Razor Wars plus
That's what I was wondering.
minus?
That's what I was wondering is how Chaos Knights trade into Razor Cores, because that's like a pretty key interaction in that matchup.
Hmm.
If it's reasonable for Chaos Knights, or if you can do it with like Furies and Chaos Knights, like if Furies land on them first, then the Chaos Knights just come in and clean them up, deny their charge. That could be pretty good. Alright, I'm going
Yeah.
to catch up with chat real quick while you figure out your pick.
Okay.
Alright, I think of Stormburn cost decrease. The problem is that they decrease the cost of the Sword and Shield Stormvermin, which like I've never found a reason to bring. Like halberds have a purpose. Like having an elite halberd unit is really, really valuable. But the problem is just that like Sword and Shield Stormvermin aren't even that good of a Sword and Shield unit, even for 950. Like their models are great, but their stats like worse than Chaos Warriors that still are cheaper than them. But I guess the extra models helps out a lot. Um, I'm not super optimistic about them being viable. I'll be pretty surprised if they actually are. Expecting the bug balance fix to only come with new content? I don't know. Typically, they've had patches. Like last time they had a DLC. They did that, and a couple weeks later they had a patch trying to fix bugs. Or like a month later, they had a patch to fix bugs. All right, super type of greenskins ban Brett. Let's go Zinch. All right. Community committed bot. Yeah, always a problem. I want now. Yeah, maybe I should have resummoned my caster. I don't know. Maybe I should. I know Manticore summon against Kairos. I'm not super impressed with Manticore summons. They're usually not going to kill the They're not going to kill Kairos, even with both of them. They're going to spend a lot of time annoying him, but not actually like long-term solution. This makes weak ranged units. So the thing is, like, in the instance that you can kill the Razor Gores with Furies and Chaos Knights, the idea is that your Chaos Knights take little to no damage in that exchange, and then they're free to be in the Beastman backline. They're free to kill the archers. They can recharge the front line. Like the idea is that you have a very strong shot cav in the cookie jar, basically. Now I'm not sure if it does work that way, but that was my idea. Yeah, I'd have to test that, but like I could see that being a strong angle if it could work. Zinch into greenskins. Kairos. Yeah, I feel like Zinch's Lord options haven't changed a whole ton, to be perfectly honest. Blue Fire and Harmonic Convergence seem really good. Mutalith is interesting, but I think a Cockatrice is probably what we want for a Terror Source. We want Gaze of Fate, because we really want to be a big threat to Wurzag. All the other effects are really good, so we'll keep that. I want Blue Horrors. Are Zangors even worth it here? I feel like Squigs are just going to tear them apart. I feel like Squigs are just a huge, huge issue for us. Yeah, I want a Cockatrice. This is a map where I could do a Monster Blob. but I don't feel like I want to do that. I feel like I want the cockatrice and some measure of infantry. Zangors, they'll beat most of the infantry. Problem with greenskins, though, is that they're just so good at shredding armored infantry. Our basic marauders are really overcosted still. They're not going to trade that well. We need something else to clear infantry while we really focus on the big issue, which is cav. The greenskin cav is very, very good. So we're going to get screamers. We just go for a really old school type of build. Just go horrors and spawn as our front line. Don't hate the idea. Severed Claw. I don't like the Severed Claw that much here because there's nothing expensive for them to fight. So they're really not going to... Like, they'll survive, but they don't help the rest of our army win the game. They don't really move us towards a win condition anyway. They're just going to survive and fight 300 gold squigs or like 300 gold goblins for the whole game. So, it's actually our second Greenskins match. Our first one is Greenskins Kislev. Greenskins are looking pretty good on this match. They definitely seem quite strong. We want some amount of Zangors in our reserves, I imagine. Maybe some Skirm Cav. Honestly, I feel like spawn on our friends here. I don't really have a way to kill any Cav shooting, but I feel like spawn on our friends. The weird spawn, actually. Up you guys. Yeah, grab us some spawn. Maybe drop one of you and grab a Fury. Furies do just fine to all the light. But they're gonna die to squigs. They're gonna die to Borkav. So you. What can we get? We can get a Forsaken. Do we like a Forsaken here? We get 2 Marauders. Let's go 2 Marauders. Just for some chaff, in case we need it to support our spawn. Let's bring trolls. Thanks, Daniel. Wish you had them. I mean, not really. Trolls are weak to fire. They're weak to fire. They're weak to screamers. They're weak to -10 melee attack auras. Like, trolls don't feel very threatening to me. There are many things I'm scared of on Greenskins roster, and trolls are not highly ranked in that list. Now, what I'm scared of is squigs and Borkav. Like, it's very, very hard to field an armored frontline against Greenskins for those reasons. Squigs do super well, Borkav super well, Fanax super well, so it's hard to have like a sustainable frontline. I'm hoping Spawn can help me in that regard. Greenskins aren't great at killing monster infantry, but if he brings some out of archers, that might be a problem. I might need the cockatrice to go actually deal with archers, which is going to be kind of risky. Won't horrors and screamers deal with? Yeah, they will. Are Xanagors overtuned or just filling important gaps in the respective authors? I think it's a bit of both. Their stats are really nice for their price. Like, they're pretty tanky. They're effectively 9,600 HP, good stats across the board, Primal Fury, and Vanguard. But they're also on 2 factions that couldn't field, like, good fast infantry. Like, Beastmen just didn't have an armored frontline they could bring. So that's really good. And then Tzeentch didn't have, like, fast Vanguard units that were good. Their mobility units for a long time were just Forsaken. Gas Knights were just not that good for a while. They've gotten better recently, but like for a long time it was just Forsaken. So now having that faster infantry unit that's really durable is huge for both factions. Stoneholds were impressed. Stone Trolls were impressed me in Warhammer 2. They've only gotten better. I don't think they've gotten better. What does Screamer RR do? Hopefully we'll show you, but it has better stats for stars, but it has a bound like tornado spell. I showed it off in my stream on Monday, but basically it has what's the best thing I can compare it to? Basically the bound breath spell. Kind of like Pestilent Breath or Ice Maiden's Kiss. It's okay. It's infinite use and there's no like recharge gimmick. It's just every 2 minutes. I think it's 2 minutes you get a free cast of it. It does have the problem of having a really janky casting indicator, which I'm hoping they change, because right now it's cast indicator is as if it were a bombardment spell, but it's not. It's a breath spell, which is kind of unfortunate. All right, how do we want to play this? I think we probably want to play our backs to the... I think we'll put on the left side, actually, in the water as much as possible. I'm going to bait him in. How do we do this? Yeah. I'd like to play in the water, because his cav scares me and that guards our flank. But that's too far away from the objectives to actually force him into us. Unless we kite super hard, which these are horrors, so it's an option. Yeah. Breath attack? Not a breath, like a breath spell, like Pestilent Breath from Skaven, or Iceman's Kiss, or Pink Fire. Like I said, I have it in my reinforcements, and I'll almost certainly summon it, so you'll get to see. Mission leadership, monster huge buff, yeah. Yeah, I think Centrals just don't look as good, because all the other monster infantry have also gotten pretty heavily buffed. Oh, he brought archers. My life sucks. How much range do they have? 115. Okay, our pinks outrange them. We'll just have to skirmish him pretty heavily and shut them down, or use our cockatrice, which is probably going to be our first summon, the cockatrice. Yeah. Yeah, Stone Trolls are definitely better in land battles where they can regenerate and run away and spend time doing that. Maybe I should have brought in a different casting. Maybe I should have brought in Pink Fire instead of Kairos. I'm kind of regretting that. Harmonic Convergence is okay, but it doesn't really fill any gaps we're missing. I think Pink Fire would have been better in hindsight. What else we got? Lots of archers. Well, my life is going to suck. Kind of hoping he wouldn't bring those things. To give me that cockatrice, because we are going to need it. Now, like I said, the nice thing is we do outrange him. Our pinks, we're just going to need to skirmish with them. We're going to put our pinks up front. And we're going to micro like no tomorrow, and we're going to do some Kairos shenanigans. Kairos and the cockatrice are both going to get up to some bullshit as much as possible. Oh, these are goblin archers too. Yeah, they don't even have any armor piercing. There's the mangy marauders, the big threat to them, which is annoying, but not the end of the world. Those are just squigs, right? Squigs don't have enough mass to stop the bird. I'll send you over to their flank where there's not mangy marauders to threaten me. Move up and shoot a little bit, please. Shoot the squig herds that are chasing me. What else do we want? Actually, against this army, we really want Zangors out. We really want those shields on the field as fast as possible. Shoot those orc boys. Don't chase the squig herds. Oh, look! Night goblins. Who'da thunk? Yeah, you go after those archers. Do what you can. They're capping our objective, which is just fine, so we have plenty of time to skirmish. Get those spawn in there to ruin those night goblins very, very quickly. Got our objective. That's good. Cockatrice honestly lowers the squig's melee attack so much that I'm not super scared of it. Get you guys pushing up. We really seem to be skirmishing a lot and trying to shut them down without losing anything. To all of those archers are a nuisance. Yeah, get our big boys out of there. Cover them as they retreat with crossfire. Back up. Get in there. Cockatrice, just be as annoying as possible. On top of those guys, get some marauders out here. And just kite back as much as we can. Get the pinks behind the blues. Let the blues take the damage. Kill Morgrim's Major Marauders. Keep you guys just shutting down Orc Arrow Boys as much as possible. If they actually run into the back of you, I guess the Marauders can do it. I mean, I guess we have shooting. We have shooting, that's the correct answer. Oh, we have Spawn that can go over there. That's good. You guys shoot those squigs. Where's Kairos? Kairos can land on some of these archers and shut them down. Pinks can push up. Spawn can push up now. There's nothing stopping them. Pinks can actually back off a little bit. Spawn can kill the squigs. Get in there. Cockatrice is doing its best. Spawn need to back up a little bit. What do we want here? Probably Zangors. Get them pushing up around the right side. Start taking the objective as much as we can. Get some pink fire down. You guys try and kill off archers. Just as much as you can, try and kill off archers. You guys push through those squigs. Go kill the archers. Put that on those guys. Get you guys pushing up. Cockatrice is not killing the archers very quickly, unfortunately. It's not what I had hoped for. You guys need to shoot squig hoppers. Squig hoppers are very scary. You guys need to push over there into archers. Okay. Fortunately for us, his archers are getting a little bit ahead of themselves, chasing our pinks, which is fine by me. Does he have big things for me to kill? No, I should have brought a Fury. I knew I should have brought a Fury. Maybe we'll get the RR Screamer out anyway. Just to help kill some of those Squig Hoppas. Right, you guys turn and help. Get that RR Screamer out here. It can help us deal with some of the big things. Oh look, where's Zag? I'd forgotten about him. Get you guys up on this objective. Marauders first, so that they don't eat the, our Zangors don't eat the stuff. Things, getting those Night Goblins as much as you can. Gonna have to summon some spawn. Have to get on top of these guys. Harmonic Convergence can go on. Put on those pinks that are being surrounded. Get you over there. Get you to push on these archers. Get this right there. Right on the Cockatrice, who's just balling them up for me. Get this over here as well. Turn around, kill those guys, get on the objective. That army ability is going to do tons and tons of work. Okay, you went off. Wurzag is mounted, so now Kairos can go bully him. Hopefully. Some more blues out here. We need more bodies on points. Get there, get there. Get over here. Yeah, we can snipe the hell out of Wurzag now with the net. And with the Screamers, and the Cockatrice, and the Blue Fire that hit a tree. It's not what Blue Fire is supposed to hit. I was really hoping it wouldn't do that, but this is our life. This is my life now, apparently. But Wurzag's in a pretty bad spot, so we should be able to punish him pretty heavily. Pull our spawn back so they're not getting charged by the anti-large cav. And Core is tearing them apart. Get on those archers. Move up, move up, move up. Put this on the Screamers so they can tear apart Wurzag for us. And at this point, spawn getting on the field is a big boon for us, because there's not a lot that's all that good against them. Kairos can come join. Yeah, just kill these archers. Oh wait, no, Blue Fire Wurzag. No, come over here, come right over his head, and Blue Fire him so we don't miss anything. Alright, spawn are our next order of business. That's what we really, really need on the field right now. Need something big that can hold objectives. Can I hit Wurzag here? Come on, give me Wurzag. Come on, Kairos. There we go. I'll get some cycle charges on them as well. But yeah, we really need some spawn. You guys can push up, start killing those archers. Kill those squigs for us. Okay, Wurzag's free for the moment. Screamers need to get back airborne. Yeah, throw that, and there's the little tornado. Alright, we need spawn. Honestly, the word spawn might have been better, but we do have a Terror Source over here anyway, which is where we're going to send it. We need to get on these objectives. We are falling behind in objective points, which I don't really like. We also need Screamers. We need lots and lots of Screamers. Okay, get around the trees. And let's try and kill off Wurzag. Bring you over here and try and deal with that cav. Spawn can help deal with these squigs. Like, I feel like we're trading reasonably well. But we're also not holding objectives. We're not going to be holding objectives anytime soon. We do this, which we can drop down over here and try to kill off some of those archers for us. Problem is they're now getting up in behind us. You guys rally in the back, which can come take this objective for us. Problem is that all this cav is an issue. Get the Cockatrice in the back. Spawn are tearing apart those Night Goblin Squig Hoppers for us, which is good. We're starting to cap this point, but those Boar Boys will stop us. Yeah, the really hard problem here is just stopping all of the Greenskins' mobility in a reasonable amount of time. It's a very, very difficult thing to do. And when our mobility game is already pretty weak, it doesn't help. That wasn't a very good Blue Fire. Yeah, looking a little rough for us. The Cockatrice is not really doing as much as I hoped it would. It didn't do a whole lot against, what's-his-face, Wurzag. Alright, we're netting these cav as soon as they come for our spawn. Pop Harmonic Convergence on the Zeech, on the spawn of Zeech, and do start working wonders. Alright, our Screamers did get destroyed, which kind of sucks. But we can get... There's more where that came from. The Cockatrice needs to go run down. Oh no, you need to kill Cav, apparently. Yeah, our spawn should tear these guys apart, especially with some missile support. Cockatrice intercept those Cav, shooting on them. Yeah, his ability to just keep throwing like efficient units, efficient Cav units at us is a big, big problem. And the fact that it's all armor piercing too makes it really hard for us to deal with. The horrors do good work when they're allowed to shoot, but that isn't going to be very often. Get the Cockatrice in these guys. The upside is that they don't have very good melee attack, so our anti-cav aura from the Cockatrice is going to do really, really good work. But it can only be in one place, and they're still really good against large things. Do we have anything we can cheeky back up with? Not at the moment. That guy is not going to have enough HP to actually do anything useful. Pop Harmonic on the spawn to help them fight. Ink Horrors can tag out with the blues, hopefully. And kill those 4 cav. Get a nice trade there. Catch up in value. The problem is we're just really, really far behind in objective points. Get some fire on those guys. Get some Zangors pushing up on the right side. Hopefully they can try and actually force the back cap, but the cav is threatening. Get you guys on top of there. Get blues over here. We need to make sure we don't lose this point. We are getting forced off of it just by proximity, which is not a good place to be. A bolt of change on you guys. Getting Wom left a little bit, yeah. The nice thing is we have that Cockatrice debuffing that whole area. But, yeah, Zinch's mobility game still isn't the strongest in the world. Yeah, tear routes are good. Spawn are killing things off over here, but they're taking a lot of damage in the process, which is less good. Yeah, you guys just need to push onto the objective. We can't afford to be pushed off of it at any point, really. Put Harmonic on the Screamers, get you guys on here, and yeah, we're doing good work. Like, we can trade reasonably well, but it feels really rough trying to get on these objectives in a reasonable amount of time. So Squig's going to be an issue. We needed some blues over there to support. Marauders are fine, but we're kind of desperate. We need to be on those points. We need to be on them now. Spawn can come over here and help deal with the Squigs, hopefully. Charge, yeah, charge these guys. You're not going to kill the Squigs. Get the Cockatrice over there. Look, we've shored up our backfield for the moment. Screamers can kill off these cav, get the Cockatrice over there. But the problem is we are losing that objective when we need to be on the point right the heck now. Is Kairos even worth keeping? I feel like Kairos isn't worth keeping. We need things on the field, and we need them now. We need spawn over here on the right. If we can get the weird spawn over there, that'd be pretty big. But if we can't, honestly, yeah, get the weird spawn. Okay, we're holding this objective. That's huge. Kill off the skirmish cav. They'll die the fastest. Then kill off those guys. Cockatrice, get in that fight. Lower the melee attack of those Squigs to nothing. Get a rear charge from those spawn. Get on that objective. We still... we're about to be forced into 3-cap. Actually, we may have already been forced into 3-cap. Which is bad. Bad news bears for us. We killed off those guys. Over here, is anything large for our Screamers to kill? Yeah, there's Squigs. Problem is now we have to advance on the left. We have to advance fast. So at this point in time, honestly, summoning Zangors might not be the end of the world. Okay, the spawn and the Zangors and the Cockatrice are doing good work. Excuse me, tearing up the Squig herds. The problem is there's always more besides. These things are just so cheap for the amount of value they provide. It's insane. Alright, kill off this guy. Shoot, shoot, shoot. And that's the problem. The problem is we have to stop and shoot before every fight. Now we're losing objective 1. We should be able to hold it, but it's just going to take us time, which is the thing that we are rather short on at the moment. Squig herds are going down, but yeah, if we can't flip 3, yeah, Green's mobility is too strong. We'll save that one.
There is only defeat.
It's not a bad game. I might cast that one later. Damn. Yeah, Wurzag was surprisingly resilient there. Surrounded by Screamers and the Cockatrice, I expected him to go down really fast. Not killing Wurzag there was really unfortunate. Yeah, I feel like Kairos was the wrong pick. I feel like we needed the pink Firecaster for the archers. The archers were a problem. As well as the Fury summon would have been pretty useful. The horrors, I mean, I guess they got summoned multiple times. Like, the pinks did alright. Cockatrice didn't do a whole ton. And here comes Subutai.
Yo.
Hey. Greenskin's OP!
Yeah, they're gonna be pretty wild this patch.
Yeah, they feel real good.
Because 'cause Bretonnia was they had play there, but it was like obviously still probably not favored for them.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're reined in, right?
Yeah,
And
I'm actually curious about that matchup as well. I haven't played
same.
that either.
Yeah.
Ogres as well. Ogres were another big problem for them, although ogres didn't get hit that hard.
Yeah, I think ogres still roll them. I would assume
Yeah.
Noblar's anti-infantry. I mean, it was nice, but it was just like overkill. All right.
Yeah.
So what map were we on?
I think we're
We're on
on
Imp Road.
Imperial Road. All right, I'm catching up with the chat for a second.
Yeah. I will be right back.
I'm muted. God damn it. God damn it. Yeah, I was catching up with chat. The reason I don't know Chaos Knights into Greenskins is Savage Orc Boar by Big Guns, or even just regular Orc Boar by Big Guns. Trade really, really well into them for the price. The armor piercing anti-large does very, very well there. Zinch feels really, really good in land battles from the few games I played with Human Boy. In Dom, they still kind of struggle with not having mobility that's not flying. Chaos Knights are kind of still where they were. Having Zangors does help. I couldn't bring that many against Greenskins because of all their armor piercing mobility, but Zangors do help. Zangors do help a little bit with having faster reinforcements that can actually fight for objectives. So against other factions, I've seen them do pretty well. Greenskins are a pretty hard counter to the heavy armored factions like Kislev and Zinch. Zinch doesn't go super heavy armor, but their archers also destroy pretty well. Yeah, I know. I was muted again. I don't remember when I muted myself. I don't recall why. But yeah, seeing Greenskins come back into the meta is pretty nice. They've been out for a long time. Like for Domination, most of Domination's life, they kind of sucked until the last couple of patches. So yeah, that internet sucks. All right, I am going to use the restroom too while Subutai's out. So I will be right back, and I will mute myself consciously this time. So I will be right back.
All right. Sorry for the wait, Plat. Let's see here. So okay, you have you have Kislev open, and you have most OP stuff open. You played Zinj Greenskins. Okay. I assume are you intentionally still muted for your stream, or are you Yo, what up, Shaq? Can you guys hear me? Yep. Thank you, Meow. Iskender, let me know. Can you guys hear me on his? Oh yeah. The Cathay crossbow ROR. Let me see. I haven't played with that unit yet. I'm always very, very suspicious of expensive range pieces because they have to like usually last a while to generate their value. Yeah, I think it'd be very scary to bring it in multiplayer because it has some cool stuff. Like it's actually really funny. If you contrast Platy can show you guys, but if you contrast the ROR crossbows with what Kislev got, it's so disgusting. Like, oh my god. I
You
mean, they
mean
have a lot of
the
web.
1150 gold with just 3 nets, a million armor piercing
Well,
value? Yeah.
yeah. Well, so like the grace of Kwai Yin, whatever. They're like balanced, like they're cool. They have this ability. It's one use, it's a debuff. It's pretty good debuff. It's
It
solid.
is not one
And you
use. It's not one
and
use.
it is one use.
It's got a 2 minute cooldown.
Oh,
Got
you're right.
infinite
Oh
uses.
shit. Oh, okay. Oh, never mind. Oh, that's good at least. But it's still whatever. That's
Mhm.
that's strong for sure. But it's like
It's
120-second cooldown. It's like
not game breaking.
yeah. Again, I don't think it's a unit you could bring an MP. Oh, and it loses its shield too, which kind of sucks.
Yep.
But there could be niche use cases for it. Anyway, did you respond?
I have not. I was listening to the discussion.
Yeah.
Saying how sweaty I want to be. I guess these are sweaty games, so we'll go Tomb
Yeah.
Kings, ban Cathay.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And Subtai's picks were Beastman's Ogres, Cathay, ban Ogres.
Yeah, I think Beastman is a play.
You think Beastman into Tomb Kings is the play? Interesting theory. Let's give it a shot.
I think it probably got better with Zangors.
Oh god, yeah, Zangors. I forgot about that. I keep forgetting that Beastmen have Zangors now. Yeah, that's a pain in my rear end.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it makes the matchup like significantly better.
I mean, I assume we're operating under the 5 Zangor limit, yeah?
You're the only one who that one
Shh!
had something.
I haven't posted that yet. Shh.
Oh, all right, stream viewers, you guys got a little potential.
I may have done a bit of trolling. Yeah, I may have trolled Subutai a little bit.
Just a bit. But yeah. So I think it's definitely playable now.
Alright. Well, I have always excelled at beating armored factions with Tomb Kings, so let's see it.
Boom.
Actually, do I even need to do cheeky things? Or can I just... I'm gonna leave this call before I give away what I'm doing. So I will see you afterwards.
Stream.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
So, there's two approaches. One is basically what I do into Warriors of Chaos, where I take 2 Boshabti and Kemrian War Sphinx. And the Kemrian War Sphinx is my anti-armor piece, and then the Boshabti shoot everything that's good against the Kemrian War Sphinx. So if they try to punish my Kemrian War Sphinx, I shoot whatever's trying to punish me. Trolls, Cav, etc. The other option is that I can just take Tomb Guard and maybe just outstat the Zangors. Can't remember seeing this matchup before. That's because it was absolutely terrible for Beastmen. It was like unwinnable. Because Beastmen have no Burning Head, they have no good infantry clearing spells. So what Tomb Kings would do is just drown you in bodies and then shoot your big things. All of Beastmen's like money makers were large units. Minotaurs, Razor Gores, archers weren't useful because of all the shields. So it's really about Minotaurs to clear infantry. Like that's Beastmen's primary infantry clear. And Ushabti Great Bows and Spulchral Stalkers both destroyed them. I'm kind of curious about just saying, hey, I have more stats, but for the sake of you guys and being entertaining, we will go with the flashier build. I will test if I can just roll him with stats on my own time. How do we make this spend a little better? I wouldn't mind incorporating some Tomb Guard halberds. That works. Grab you. Grab some of you. We need Carrion? I don't think we do. Screaming Skull is fine. The Leadership debuff is really nice here. It does good work into the Zangors, does good work into the archers. Skeleton Horse Archers also aren't bad. They do good work into all the big things. Oh, and of course we need Snicks. We need our Snicks. But now our spend sucks. We don't need you. You're nice, but you're not essential. Another halberd? Seems fine to me. Any objections? I think we are pretty good here. Guess I could go for some of these guys. Not a lot of infantry I'm scared of. The only infantry I'm scared of is Zangors, and these guys aren't not going to do that well into Zangors, so I don't feel like it's worth it. Maybe we don't need the double Snicks. Yeah, I feel like I rarely actually summon both snakes. Nothing on this roster costs 500. We'll get one of you. Yeah, that looks good to me. Alright. What are you guys up to? Expose net and good damage, yeah. Skellies have expendable or something? I don't think they have that. I haven't tested the cap weight, so we'll keep an eye on that for the game. Bathtub is indeed on foot. Isn't Scorpion good at killing infantry? Should be good at killing Zangors. Scorpion is not good at killing infantry. Scorpion is not good at killing anything. Tomb Scorpion doesn't seem to do a lot of damage. Like, on paper it's anti-infantry, but it really doesn't do that job very well. I don't know exactly why. I think the animations just kind of suck, but it really doesn't do damage very quickly. I see if you don't take JW. What is JW? Looks good to you? Okay. What is JW? Is that something? We have the Lich Staff. We don't need the Lich Staff. Although it could annoy Subutai. Oh, I don't have any goddamn spells. Oops. That could have been very bad. That would have been really stupid. I think Turin said that? Yeah, I have not had that experience with Tomb Scorpions. Did they say it recently? Like, was it on the beta patch? Or was this, like, a while ago? Because I have not had that experience with Tomb Scorpions anytime recently. Yeah, I figured that out. The bit on Powerful and Last of Nurgle. Hey, I know somebody who did that once. Knowing Subutai worth at least 300 gold. True. 3 months? Yeah. I really have not had that experience with whatever you were talking about. Tomb Scorpions. Alright. So we can be pretty greedy with our Ushabti Great Bows. Did he bring another skeleton? Yeah, he's in the back. Okay, cool. So, what most people playing Rush factions do on this map is deploy pretty heavily on this side and just run over here. So we're going to have our bows away from the trees, and we can just have spears flood the trees. Actually, we want the halberd behind our Ushabti Great Bow. Great Bows because large things are going to try and pressure my Ushabti Great Bows, so we want halberds to come and peel them off. If our Ushabti Great Bows are sitting on top of our own halberds, then there's not a lot of things that are much threat to them. Alright, Subtitle's ready. Let's put Kotep somewhere safer and then go. Yeah, I'm going to have to play this more like I play against Walk, I think, than how I typically play against Beastmen. Again, Morgar, no surprise there. How fast is Morgar compared to Kotep? Is he faster than me? Oh god, he is faster than me. That's a problem. Let's bring out some skirmish cab to scout for us. Got a bunch of Zangors in the trees. Not a huge surprise. We'll just play on the back of our own save point. The cat can also go over there. This isn't... Oh, is it actually for? Okay, it's splotchy forest, so it's not going to debuff us too hard. And Zangors. Lots and lots of Zangors. Ushabti Great Bows are getting some shots, although is it worth their ammo? Probably. Yeah, maybe not if it's just the barriers. We're going to want to get our heavier infantry out and get our Tomb Guard out here pretty soon. Honestly, I don't mind spending a spear up on the right side, although it just occurred to me that much of the Beastman infantry line is stock. So we may be wasting all of our time by just moving over to the left side. He just comes out of nowhere with a bunch of stock units. That could be a problem for me. Okay, you guys, get some good shots in there. Why do you bring Encore Raiders here? I feel like Encore Raiders are terrible into Tomb Kings. Like, there's just so many... It's either, like, shields or armor. Okay, shooting Morgar is not worth our time. That I am sure of. Get some Tomb Guard out here. You guys over here. Get you into those Raiders. Morgar's going to come run at our Ushabti, and that's fine. We'll just drown him in some skeletons. Kotep can walk away from Morgar. That's probably in our best interest. Alright, doing good over there. Cat's going to need to come over there in a second. Okay, we need to get you guys over here to kill those Minotaurs. And is that a Gorgon too? Oh, this guy knows my strategies. I don't like it when people know what I'm up to. He's seeing through my bullshit, and I don't like it. Alright, go ahead and pop Incantation of Smiting on you. Get you guys pushed up onto those Raiders. The Raiders aren't a huge threat, but they're still annoying. Get over there, send that random spear to go cap that point. Alright, do what we can to take down those guys. You need to be on guard mode to not get caught in exactly that scenario. Halberds can come get on top of these Minotaurs. Get you guys here. Should still cap this point, to be honest, just fine. Incarnate Elemental is not a huge threat to us, I feel like. I'm much more concerned about those Butchers, which is going pretty well for us. Morgar is trying to be annoying with spawn, and he's somewhat succeeding. Somewhat. Okay, you guys keep moving back here. Get these Halberds over towards the point. More Zangors coming out of the trees. Okay, he's got some Zangors over there, so we'll back off. We don't need to be taking that fight. As long as he's not holding our own save point, we're kind of doing fine. You guys need to run away. Get some Halberds onto here, probably, or spears at the very least. Kotep needs to leave.
One of your units has been destroyed.
We're gonna need some Halberds there as soon as we can. Our cat needs to keep killing Zangors and archers. His archers are running into melee, which is very fortunate for us, but we really need you to get out of here and you guys to turn around and get somewhere safe. Yeah, that Incarnate Elemental is actually doing pretty good work to us, which I don't appreciate. You guys keep fighting there. Where'd our cat go? Okay, our cat's still fighting in melee. Also, the Ungor Spearments aren't a huge threat, it's just the Zangors that we need them to kill. Halberds, keep moving up. You guys are gonna die. Can't undo that now. I kind of let myself get caught out by that, oh, what do you call it? Summon. Yeah, that summon kind of caught me out. Keep turning. Okay, drop both spawn summons there, which is kind of fine for us. Got some Ushabti, which can help us grind on that point pretty well. Get you guys on the point as well. What are you? Are you just Zangors? I could maybe send some Cav out there. Just don't know if it's worth it. I feel like I need infantry back here to help deal with all of his infantry. You guys need to keep kiting. There's my cat. Okay, Incarnate Elemental and the Butchers are trying to sandwich my cat. Get it out over here towards some Halberds. Halberds will do really good work into it. You guys need to come over here just so I can proc my heal off of that. You shoot onto them. Like I said, anything that threatens our cat just gets shot to pieces. That's really the goal. You kill that chariot character. Get some Tomb Guard out towards that center. They'll do pretty well into the Zangors, I'm hoping. Spawner dying off. Why are you able to just push through? You are also infantry. Why can you push through my infantry? Okay, it's fine. His infantry aren't actually a huge threat to me. Hotep can come stand in the center, I think, actually, and it'd be just fine. We're holding that objective, right? Okay, so we're holding 2 of the objectives, but we're losing both of them. Get some Halberds in there. You fight those Zangors. You kill the Butchers for me. Cav can come sit on this objective and cap. These Zangors were on that objective, which means that objective should be completely open for me to go cap now, which is a good place for me to be, in my opinion. Alright, Cat is doing a good job capping there. Alright, give me some more Tomb Guard. Kill off those Ungor Spearmen for me. We're gonna see if we get a cheeky back cap over there. Those Zangors are a problem. We need to rotate our cat over towards the center. That's really our only Zangor killing piece. Okay, you need to get away from those Ungors. They're annoying me. We should get our snakes on the field, honestly. That's what we need to get on the field, and then we can actually kill those characters. Not characters, monsters. And those Minotaurs. Oh, those anti-infantry Minos. Run away, Kotep! Run as fast as your little legs can carry you. Alright, you guys, kill the Butchers. Cat, get over here. Start rotating pretty much everything over here, down this way. We've secured our back point. His infantry are all, like, mass routing. Kotep is the target. Get the heck out of here. Can we cast this on you? No, because they don't have any ammo. Okay, he's captured us. Not for the moment. Not the end of the world. We can get our snakes out with some halberd support. And the cat to come capture just fine. We really won the main engagement over here, which is very, very good for us. You can come over here as well and start shooting. Also, the Incarnate Elemental is fine. Get over here, get over here. The thing is, we just have a massive infantry tide coming that he doesn't have good answers for. He's not focused on that back cap, which is good for us. Throw some halberds on the point. Get you onto these Zangors. Our cat's in a little bit of a rough, like a pretty sketchy situation, but honestly, that's fine. Keep 2 spears here, everything else can rotate over. But we really need this snake out. We really need the snake. He's summoning. Ungor Spearman Herd. Cool, that'll take a while to get here, and even then it won't get us off the point immediately. We need you to start doing that thing. You need to be shooting. I don't know why you're not. Halberd. Okay. Swords. Go kill the Go kill those guys. Get us the snakes. Snakes. Okay, once they're in range, we'll pop Incantation of Smiting on them. Cat is in the worst possible spot it could be. That's going to be giving him a lot of value that he didn't need to be accruing. Oh my god, the Zangors coming back is just so annoying. Run, kitty! Okay, we're capping that point, that's good. Need some more infantry out here. Spears would be ideal, but we don't seem to have any available, so that's not the end of the world. Just summon some swords. Now we are dragging them through our infantry, which is where we want to be. Really curious to see how much value that Incarnate Element of Beast is going to be getting. Alright, you need to keep shooting. Just keep shooting, please. You can kill that Incarnate Elemental, probably. Okay, you can push up, you can kill that. Halberds. Okay. Cat through there. You there. Halberds on top of our snakes. Forgot about you. Go get a rear charge. Catapult might be kind of nice at this point. He's got a lot of Zangors that need to go down. Problem is he still has a bunch of tattered units just rallying in my backline, which I'm not a huge fan of. Cat, go get there. You get there. Don't have any buffs for you. Kill the big thing. Okay, we're up a ton of value which is kind of typical for this matchup, but we're actually having a hard time staying on those objectives, which I guess is what the nerfs were supposed to accomplish, huh? Okay, now that spears have chased us off, we can just go right back onto that point, get us that catapult, shoot the Zangors or the Gore Herds, whatever you can. Get you in here. Where are our snakes? Okay, our snakes are doing fine. Pull them out. The Incarnate is routing. Get on top of those Ushabti. Get you guys on the point. You guys on the point. Problem is the point is not where the fight is occurring. Get this on you guys. You guys kill those Minos. Push past. We need to get on the objective. We're not holding it, and I'd really like us to be. We need some more infantry. We did not be on our rear spawn point. The Incarnate Elemental's going down. It's routing. It's at 150 hit points. It's not a threat. Minotaurs are trying to kill our kitty again, which is extraordinarily rude. Get you guys on the point. They are mass routing. I'm feeling pretty good here at this point. Where the hell are you going? And we have successfully backcapped him, which is my favorite thing in this game to do. If you've been around here very long, you know I love to backcap. Ignore Morgar, kill Minos. Yeah, we didn't quite backcap. That's fine. Get them out of there. They don't need to be there. Just get more bony boys. More bony boys. Yeah, that's the really nice thing about this matchup is it's one where you can actually bring Tomb Guard, like quite a lot of them, and do very well. Like, our cat's dying, but I feel like it's done its job. It's gotten good value. It's baited a lot of the Minotaurs into bad fights. Okay, we need Morgar to fuck off. We need our cats, our snakes to actually be able to do things. Yeah, not being able to actually cap objectives is starting to get on my nerves. Okay, you're out of ammo. Desummon you. How much do we need to actually get? Okay, we should have to go back on the field a lot. Okay, we need you. We need something to kill these Minos. Razor Gores are coming for Morgar. That's not Morgar. My guy, Kata. Get some Tomb Guard halberds. That'll be fine. Razor Gores aren't going to do a whole lot to him. Just good. Spears pile in. Halberds are doing good work. Problem is that we are not taking this goddamn objective, which is, yeah, I'm pretty sure the cap weight nerfs are confirmed at this point. Get spears to help out Katep. Katep dying is like a mild inconvenience. Oh my god. Stop blobbing on Morgar. Please. Walk past him. Go shoot things. We really need to shoot those Minotaurs right now. Charge those guys. Get past. Get past. Shoot. Do nothing but shoot. Alright, I feel like we need some cap on the field. I feel like we need some actual mobility presence so we can get around the back and start recharging and just punish his exposed flanks. You kill those archers. Okay, the Minos are going down. The snakes are doing their job. Problem is that he has forced this fight off of the objective, so we actually need you to just fire one shot into the Zungors to make sure they leave permanently. Okay, you're coming for my snakes. Get some infantry in the way. Get on the objective, please. He never did backcap. Still annoys me to this day. There's more skirmish cav out here. It can be some just dancing cap weight as well as doing some pretty good damage to the lightly armored big things, of which he has many. Get off of my snakes! Alright, I feel like we need some kind of shooting to actually kill these big things, and the snakes are just being bogged down by nothing. Cav can start cleaning up Zangors. He's not going to let us back cap, but we can start recharging and getting some of these guys in the middle down. That's doing good damage. Should do pretty much break those Zangors, and we can go rout off those Encore Raiders ourselves. Kill those Zangors. Get these halberds onto the Minotaurs. I can't believe we're not flipping this objective, and it's really getting on my nerves. Get off of my snakes. I don't know how Morgar is keeping up with my snakes, and I really don't appreciate it. Okay, the Minotaurs being distracted is honestly fine by me. They really need to be in the fight. They're like the big threat. Them not being there is exceptionally good for me. So get on point. Cool, we're capping. We're not close to being forced to 3-capping, which is good. But I really need a Shapti Great Bow. Now I have one. Which is good. It's exactly where I need to be. Get off my feckin' snakes! For the last time, Subotai. Oh, he reclaimed his incarnate, which is interesting. Not really what I would expect, to be honest. I feel like that's not your win con as Beastman here. Like, what big things is it going to be killing? Just going to go fight halberds? I guess it's a mortis, but it's not a super strong one. We can just let it fight spears and halberds for a while. You can kill them. And we're not in range to do that, so just send the halberds to go kill the incarnate. You're doing good. There's our cav. Our cav is doing fine. We're mopping up. We're taking the objective. We are fine. And now we can make sure that he never fights on the objective again, just like he was doing to us. Alright, shoot the incarnate elemental. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh, you're trying to kill Kata. Of course you are. These goddamn counts players and their obsession with killing single entities. I'll never understand. Can't tell if you're shooting, but if you are, you should be doing better at it.
One of your units has been destroyed.
Next, run. I don't know what's happening over here, and I'm not super concerned with it. More spears. I'm gonna need some kind of valuable shooting to kill these things. But honestly, I don't know if it can actually chew through all this infantry as long as we space them out. But we need lots and lots of halberds. We can't really let that objective drop at any point. Where's our cav? I forgot about a scrim cav. We totally summoned it and then didn't do anything with it. Which is classic Flatty. You there, fill the gap, get more spears. At this point, like, drowning them in spears is kind of our win con. Okay, our cav can go over there, actually. Cav can go run down those gore herds that are trying to back up us. We're not about to let Subotai get away with that. Get right in that line to make sure everything that's fighting on the objective for him is not actually on the objective. Alright, where's our cav? Cav is fighting something it doesn't need to be. Go get rid of those gore herd. And also get us another cav unit to do it as well. These cav are actually a pretty big win for me, as far as I'm concerned. You're doing good work. You guys need to be on the point. You need to be on the point. You killing the incarnate elemental is not worth our time. I have decided, not worth our time. We need to be rear charging. We need to be killing things with actual capture weight. Cast that on you. Bring you out over here. Get over here, get on the point, get on the point, get on the point. Stop fighting! Morgar! He's not magnetic, why are you all on him? I don't understand why everyone feels the need to fight Morgar. He's the tankiest guy in the game. Ignore him and go win elsewhere. Alright, like, killing the elemental isn't worth our time. Shoot the razor gores. Get our spears up front. Get our infantry on the point. Get our cav on the side. We can start charging the Zangors and at least break the barrier before they get to the point. We are losing the objective though, so you need to get there. And we need more and more bodies on the point. Kill the razor gores. Kill the razor gores. They're the biggest threat that isn't a single entity that won't die. You guys loop around the back. Get into the back of these spears. You guys on guard mode? Good. That should help them disengage a little bit better. Scrim Cav are doing alright. You guys need to move up. Content needs to be on the point too. We need all the cap weight we can get. Our catapult is doing good work. Okay, we need to not blob on the Mortis engine. Not something we need to be doing. Rear charge, the low leadership things. Have the catapult shooting the armored things. Yeah, I feel like if my cat was still alive here in the late game, I'd be in a much better spot. But I like caught, and that was a big mistake. Yeah. Definitely didn't do a good enough job, like shutting down the units that pressure my shooting. Which is annoying. Okay, but I think at this point we're in a pretty good spot. Got a lot of infantry on this point. He doesn't have good infantry clear. If he summons Minos, I'll kill them with this Shout to Great Bow. At this point we can try to take down the Incarnate Elemental and do as much as we can. And our Cav is actually like a surprisingly good bright spot here. They've been really good at mopping up all the little units that are just left in tatters. Even enough more money. Nope, goodbye, Katep. And yeah, now his units are just all tattered. We're killing that Incarnate a second time. Ushabti Great Bows are getting a lot of value. And we're catching up in points. Excellent. All of this is good things. Here's Angors, though, and we don't want to be in melee with you with our Cav. Our Cav is light Cav, and they don't like fighting in armored infantry. Yeah, the Incarnate is going down again. It's not even paying for itself. Beautiful. Yeah, I feel like you can't bring this thing just for the Mortis. I feel like you have to bring it... If you're bringing it, it's for, like, monster dueling. The Mortis just feels like an afterthought. It's like, reasonably strong, It's got, what, 816, which is fine. I think that's like about, I think that's actually better than Faye has.
Unending glory is yours.
But yeah, it feels like its primary goal is to be killing big things. Alright, Subutai says GG, he gotta go eat. So, yeah, let's see the value. Cat did okay. I feel like I should have kept it alive longer. It got caught out. But other than that, it felt good. This one got shut down by Morgar and the summons, which was sloppy on my part. I shouldn't have let him get that close. This one did incredible. It was summoned twice, but it more than paid for itself twice over. Tomb Guard did good. Skeleton Spears fought lots of large things and did good. Yeah, Zangors didn't feel like a huge problem. It was just Morgar and all the big things coming from my backline. Stalkers did good. I can't believe how long my Stalkers were stuck on Morgar. That was so annoying. That was really, really irritating. Cap did incredible. I guess summoned twice, but still they did incredible. Yeah, the Incarnate was summoned twice. Yeah, the Raiders were an odd choice. Typically, if I'm going to bring shooting in this matchup, I really like Centaur throwing axes because they'll actually kill the constructs pretty quickly. But yeah, I feel like Shadowcaster did a lot actually. I think it was just casting Pits of Shades on my Doom Guard, which is probably worthwhile. It buffed Pendulum actually. I wonder if that's better in this matchup. Yeah, the Zangors were good. The Zangors were annoying, but I feel like the single entity is not worth it. Alright, that is... So we were playing a best of 5, so I have, in fact, won. And Subutai has to go eat. So I'll catch up with any questions you guys have in chat, and then I think we're done here. Alright, where'd we leave off? Alright. That people tend to deploy on the right side for symmetric maps. Yeah, exactly. They want to play on that side. They want to. So with on that map with a melee faction, like fighting a ranged faction, like we had right there, the melee faction really wants to take the fight to the they have to take the fight to the ranged faction, and by fighting on the left side on well I guess my left side there, he really pressures me by approaching through the trees without me getting good shots on him. And kind of stuffs me in my spawn, which means that he can control all 3 objectives while rushing me. And then he has faster reinforcements than I do, so he can keep up the pressure pretty well. Kotep, no gooning for Kotep. Is Gorgon or Jabbersize worth it with the new Incarnate? It does perform both roles almost as well as either. I think Gorgon does better at dueling. We tested some of these the other day. I can't remember if we did. I think we did Gorgon versus the Incarnate Elemental, and the Gorgon did win. Yeah, Gorgon has... Well, it has more HP and regen, like healing. The healing is really what gives it the edge. And it has Blood Greed, which I guess was really relevant in the duels. Yeah, the Gorgon did win in a duel with the Incarnate Elemental. As for the Jabber versus the Incarnate, I think the Jabber is fine, partially because it's cheaper and the animations it does are actually better at killing infantry. Like, the Incarnate feels like a middle ground. Gorgon is your specialized anti-large thing. Jabber is your specialized anti-infantry thing, and Gorgon is, or the Incarnate Elemental is a bit of both. So that kind of asks the question, like, where does it become useful then? And I think maybe, honestly, the answer is, like, against vampire counts might be a good spot for this guy. The Mortis is good to kill all those infantry that you have a hard time with. And then it's, you know, a big, heavy, anti-large AP weapon strength can do good against the Lords, or the Crypt Horrors, or Corpse Guards, or Mortises. So that might be a kind of place I might try this guy. Yeah, he definitely does feel like he's a bit of a middle ground. Yeah. Yep. Has a more essential effect, so it's got some good anti-infantry ability. Yeah. Yeah, but the Jabber's gonna be better at killing infantry just because it of its animations. It almost works like a big old chariot to just run things over. Yep. A Razor's not much of a threat for Tomb Guard. Not really. Tomb Guards have really high melee defense, so... Like, Tomb Guard have, what, 41 melee defense, 47 melee defense, and Razor Gore's melee attack is garbage. Yeah. So, like, if you're cycle charging really well, they have 24. If you're cycle charging really well and getting the charge bonus, yeah, they'll do pretty good if you can get, like, rear charges. But if you're sat in melee, they're not a threat at all. So, And the problem is they rampage, so like if you run them in and then they take a good bit of damage from shooting or from a cav counter charge or just because they're in halberds, like they'll rampaging stuck in melee and then they're just not that useful. They really need to be counter like cycle charging. I mean, really, what you bring them for in this matchup is to kill constructs. That's what they're good for because constructs don't have that great melee defense. Like Ushabti Great Bows don't have that much. 35 is okay. Snakes have less. Ushabti melee also 35, so that's what they're really here for. But they're also just fast cap weight for Beastmen, which is helpful. Being on the Beastmen roster is a random bonus for the Incarnate? Yeah. Yep. It was mostly designed for Kislev, I think. Always a sense you feeling it's going to do the jobs. Yeah. Morgar is like magnetic, and I don't like it. Yeah. Yep. Just shoot it. Shoot it now. Morgar is a secret rage mechanic, yeah. Doing good work is multiple friendly shots. I mean, that's kind of what you expect out of the catapults. Like, they do friendly fire, but usually you're fighting more expensive infantry, so you're fine with it. And it's like something that, like, it's usually armored, like, usually you want to be shooting armored infantry where it's like you have nothing else that can kill it, so it's worth a bit of friendly fire. Capture is rough for TK? Yeah. What matchup pools affect that change? I think a lot of matchups where Tomb King's rushed is going to be a lot worse now. So things like, what did Tomb King's rush? They have a hard time with Brett, because Brett can field a ton of caps weight of their own for even cheaper. Maybe... Dark Elves make it a bit worse, but that one was already bad. Dwarves is going to be worse, but that was already bad. Empire? I don't know. Maybe Empire. Horn again. I feel like it's gonna make a lot of their bad matchups worse. Like that's what I'm thinking about it. I think it's gonna make a lot of their bad matchups even worse. So like yes, dwarves, dark elves, Kislev. Kislev's okay. Well, probably worse now in this patch. Norska. Norska's also not that bad, but I think the heavy armor factions are a problem. Like, against dwarves, you used to be able to just slow them down and outcap them for long enough that you could actually pull out a win, but it was very, very hard to value trade them effectively, and now that's just not feasible, so dwarves are just even a harder counter than they were. Dark Elves... Yeah, Dark Elves were another one you try to muck up their vastly superior infantry with yours while you're shooting actually got value, and that's going to take a hit because they're going to be able to outcap you much more easily because none of their stuff is expendable. Yeah. That one felt twice as long as the other games. I don't think it was. I guess it was because he got almost all the points. Then I came back. So. Feels like come back when you're doing the full press for a rush build. Yeah, a lot of rush builds do feel like that when you're playing a missile faction. When you're playing a missile faction, it's really important to realize like when you've won the fight and then start going to capture points. Very important question. Why am I so pretty? That's a very good question. I'll ask my mother. She's upstairs. I'll ask her after the stream. Surprised no Wood Elves? I don't think Subutai is a bigger Wood Elf player, and I'm not either, so... Their buffs do seem very good, though. So, I'm sure we'll see some of them in, like, once we see tournaments on this patch, but I just don't think Subutai are big Wood Elf players, so... That wasn't a thought either of us had. Yeah, the Skirmish Cav. I'm kind of scared of the Skirmish Cav buffs. So the Glade Rider's got 100 gold cheaper, and Sister of the Thorn got 12 more models. So Wood Elf Skirm Cav got real good all of a sudden, and I'm scared. Because also Waywatchers got buffed. They got more missile damage. And their Cav got cheaper. So it's like, I am scared of Wood Elf Kite. Wood Elf Kite might be decent now, and I'm not happy about that. Can also be almost all SEMs. Just the Gorgo Big Boys, just even better at. Yeah, healing on SEMs is always really, really good. Would Incarnate be good against dwarves to kill Ironbrow? Would it kill him? Probably. Would I bring a large, not super fast, lightly armored single entity into a faction that brings lots of shooting? Probably not. Like, it's just to get shredded by Quarrelers or Thunderers or any kind of dwarf shooting. So, and the factions that have that have the Incarnate Elemental just have better ways of dealing with Thoric. Ooh. Greenskins match probably gets worse as well. Yeah, Greenskins was already a really, really tough matchup though. But yeah, you're probably right about that. But anyway, like I said, Subutai has left, so I have no opponent. So I think we are done here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will have more content coming out in the next few days until Shadows of Chains goes live. So keep an eye out for that. But until then, I will see you.